Beneath the sacred rivers of the East, there are whispers, echoes of a time when the Naga ruled the waters and the hearts of men. In our last journey, we witnessed the awakening, the stirring of an ancient power long thought dormant. But the legend of the Naga is not merely a tale of mythical beasts. It is a story etched into the very soul of the waters they protect. These are the sacred waters, the lifeblood of civilizations, believed to be the domain of the serpent gods. They flow not just with water, but with history, magic, and a profound, silent reverence that has captivated humanity for millennia. Here, in the shimmering depths, the story continues, revealing why these rivers are more than just currents and tides. They are a living connection to a world hidden just beyond our own. The whispers are growing louder, calling us to look deeper, to understand the truth that lies just beneath the surface. For centuries, these waters have been considered holy. They are said to be gateways, bridges between the mortal world and the serpent realm. It's a belief that has shaped cultures, built temples, and inspired unwavering devotion. From the Mekong to the Ganges, countless communities see these rivers not as simple bodies of water, but as living entities, conduits of divine energy. Monks in saffron robes approach the banks at dawn, their hands filled with lotus flowers, symbols of purity and enlightenment. As they release the blossoms onto the current, they are not just making an offering. They are communicating. They are sending a message of respect and gratitude to the guardians of the deep. The water itself seems to respond. The reflections of ancient serpent statues, carved into the stone gods and temple walls, shimmer and dance on the surface, creating the illusion of movement, as if the Naga are acknowledging the gesture. It is in these quiet, sacred moments that the veil between worlds feels at its thinnest. The faithful believe that by honoring the water, they honor the Naga, and in doing so, they ensure the delicate balance between humanity and the supernatural remains intact, safeguarding their world from drought, flood, and despair. Even today, the faithful gather at dawn. They chant the ancient hymns, calling the Naga to bless their lands with rain and fertility. These are not mere superstitions. They are rituals woven into the fabric of daily life, passed down through generations. As the first light of day breaks, casting a golden hue over the river, the air fills with the sound of voices rising in unison. The chants are a rhythmic, hypnotic melody, a language older than the temples that line the shore. By the river's edge, villagers light fire torches, their flames flickering against the morning mist, a beacon to the unseen guardians below. They offer milk, honey, and rice, simple gifts from the land, entrusted to the current to carry their prayers to the depths. These rituals are an act of profound faith, a plea for the Naga's benevolent power. They ask for the monsoon rains to arrive on time, to nourish their crops and fill their wells. They pray for the river to remain generous, to provide fish for their families and fertile silt for their fields. It is a symbiotic relationship, a sacred contract between the people and the serpent gods, renewed with every sunrise and every heartfelt prayer. Many have claimed to see lights moving deep beneath the rivers, golden eyes that vanish when you look twice. Perhaps illusions, or perhaps reminders of who once ruled below. These fleeting visions are a part of local folklore, whispered stories shared by fishermen and mystics alike. They speak of strange, luminous shapes gliding gracefully through the murky depths, too large and too fluid to be any known creature. Some describe seeing scales that glimmer like countless pearls, catching the faint light that penetrates the water's surface. Others recount seeing glowing, serpentine forms weaving around the submerged ruins of forgotten temples, as if standing guard over a lost kingdom. These sightings often occur at twilight or during a full moon, when the water is still and the world holds its breath. Skeptics dismiss them as tricks of the light, reflections from the shore, or simply the product of an overactive imagination. But for those who have witnessed it, the experience is transformative. It is a moment of awe, a chilling but sacred encounter that confirms the ancient legends are not just stories, but a living reality. These are the visions of the deep, a glimpse into the mysterious realm of the Naga. But in recent years, the waters have grown darker, the chants quieter. It is said the Naga no longer listen, that they wait for something or someone. A subtle change has fallen over the sacred rivers. The vibrant clarity of the water has given way to a murky stillness. and a profound silence seems to have settled in the depths. The fervent rituals, once filled with hope and conviction, now carry an undercurrent of desperation. The elders in the villages speak in hushed tones, their faces etched with worry. They say the connection has weakened, that the offerings float unaccepted, and the ancient hymns echoed into a void. The visions of glowing serpents have become rare, replaced by an unsettling darkness. This silence is interpreted not as an absence, but as a deliberate withdrawal. Have the Naga turned their backs on humanity, displeased by the modern world's disregard for nature? Or is this a period of waiting, a deep and patient slumber before a great change? The faithful continue their rituals, but their prayers are now questions. What have we done? Why have you fallen silent? A sense of foreboding hangs in the air, a feeling that the guardians of the water are holding their breath, anticipating a prophesied event or the arrival of a figure who can restore the broken covenant. The silence of the gods is more deafening than any storm. As the rains return and thunder shakes the mountains, the sacred waters stir again. The Naga are not gone. They are waiting. The long period of silence is shattered by the arrival of a powerful storm, one that seems to carry more than just rain. Lightning illuminates the sky, and with each flash, the waves in the river's surface begin to glow with a faint, ethereal light, forming the unmistakable symbols of coiled serpents. The ancient temple bells, untouched by human hands, begin to ring out, their chimes carried on the wind, a resonant call across the valley. This is not the silence of abandonment. It was the quiet before the storm, the deep breath before the plunge. The stirring of the waters is a sign that the cycle is turning once more. The legends foretold that the Naga would withdraw, waiting for a time when the world needed their power most. That time is now. The rumbling thunder is not just a weather phenomenon. It is a celestial drumbeat heralding a return. The guardians of the deep are awakening from their slumber, their power re-emerging from the abyss. The sacred waters are alive again, and the call of the Naga echoes once more, promising a new chapter in an eternal legend. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you found this exploration into the world of the Naga intriguing, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and follow us for more tales from the forgotten corners of our world.